All right, this is Kenneth Purdom with realestatephotographerpro.com, realestatephotographerpro.com. I am on our free How to Prepare Your Home for a Real Estate Photo Shoot. It says 2013, but it has been updated for the new year. We just need to get that changed. On how to prepare your home for a real estate photo shoot, we have short videos starting at the front of the house, going through the inside of the house and out the back side. We have a PDF file that you can download, and then we have an online checklist. So you just go to realestatephotographerpro.com. If you're on a home page, you go to the very bottom, the resource at the very bottom here in black and white. So you're at realestatephotographerpro.com. Click on how to prepare a home for a real estate photo shoot, and you have all of the resources you need to get a home ready for a photo shoot. A little bit different if you're doing a video, but similar. And in this video, I'm going to go through how to do your own real estate photos on your cell phone, and then I'm going to suggest you let us, Real Estate Photographer Pro, edit them, and they will give you a better finished product if you let a professional editing team edit your photos. And I can show you an example of some cell phone photos right here. This is a home that I did in August, and I'm going to go through how to you get the home ready, and then what the photos should look like if you follow this guideline and let us edit your photos. So you're going to start at the front of the home. At this particular home, I started on the left hand side. Use this shade tree intentionally just to kind of frame the house in, give it that country vibe, catalog feel, a homey look. This was intentional. Have the tree framed in there. In fact, sometimes professional photographers will take a branch and hold it in front of the camera to get that, but this is a tree in the front yard. So just first shot to the left, middle, and then walking up to the house there. So I think RealTrax requires you to do 3 shots at the front and 3 shots at the back. So you normally want to do 3 to 5 shots to get all your different angles for the front, and then walk through the house. You want to shoot middle of the day if you can. That will eliminate some of the glares. I'll talk more about that in a minute. You want to be level, straight. You want to be level right to left, level top to bottom. Be as straight as possible. If you have 3 lenses on your phone, you want to use the middle lens, not the widest lens. There are times you can use the widest lens, but you want to be careful with that because it can distort things. So you can just see how we're working the room. These are cell phone photos. You notice the lights are off because they had different color lighting. They had yellow light mixed with white light. It was the middle of the day. There was plenty of light in the room. So if there's plenty of light in the room, turn the lights off. It will make the colors more accurate. Our editors can make everything bright and clean and look good. And again, these are cell phone photos. Notice I'm using this wall right here to level things up. It's level and straight. Just stepping into the doorway there, then doing the look back shot to show there's a bathroom there. Looking in this example, the shower curtain's open because there's a nice brand new upgraded bathtub there. Look back shot to show that countertop. Just going in the bedroom. Just inside the door, picking up 3 walls. So we've got 3 walls, so it feels like we're walking into that room. Notice the height that I'm shooting at about waist height. Using this wall right here to level up, and then looking across the room. Not shooting into the corner, but shooting across the room. You want to be careful about shooting corner to corner. I've got a story here. I'm trying to show this is where your eye is going. It's showing this door here. Nice doors, closet, double doors. And you're trying to keep things as straight as possible. Then doing a back shot just to show these custom doors. Alright, in the backyard, just working away from the right to the left, coming across. And then one from the back. Alright. let's go through a little bit of a checklist. A lot of times, maybe you can't afford a professional photographer to come out, or you don't have time. So we just wanted to give you some information to help you with your cell phone photography and go through this checklist here. First thing, if you are doing the photos, be sure to email us and we will help you and walk you through the process. We can train you on the process and we can edit your photos for you. There's our email. Please put in there the subject line and your complete contact information. If you go to Real Estate Photographer Pro, click on our contact page, you'll find that same information. Be sure to prepare the home, download our free checklist, do your photos the middle of the day. That will eliminate glare. It will eliminate glare coming in the windows and glare on the floor. It will, does not have to be done, but it will make your photos come out at a higher quality. It'll also eliminate the problem of you shooting into the sun. So if, let's say you're shooting you're shooting into the sun, you're in front of the home and the sun is behind the home in the afternoons, you're going to be shooting directly into the sun. That can be a problem. It can be corrected, but for a beginner shooting with their cell phone, the way to eliminate that is just shoot the middle of the day or shoot on a cloudy day when it's just cloudy and gloomy. There's no shadows, there's no sun. It's a great day. We can do some free sky replacement for you and clean up the skies and it'll look like a bright sunny day. Odd things out. If you've got something odd in the photo that's distracting, take it out. I call it odd man out, but if you look across the room and you see something odd, just hide it. Like this trash can here, just move it around the corner. Go for Zen. You know, make the homeowner, somebody should be preparing the house, and it should be Zen-like. Empty counters, empty walls. Not completely, but just very light and airy. That will help your photos be improved and look more professional. So lighten up the countertops, lighten up the walls. Shoot in the middle of the day. Anything odd, get rid of it. A designer rule, if you do have things on the table, three items, they need to be related and they need to be different heights. Just a designer rule. So if you're going to do that, you know, like a coffee table, a designer home interior decorating book, get rid of the remote controls, maybe a flower vase, and a candle. Those are 3 related items strategically on the table. All right, shower curtains, open or close. Either way is fine. It depends on what you're trying to say. This is an Airbnb that we did this past week. They wanted it open because they're trying to show in this rental property there is a nice shower there. There is all the things you would need, conditioner, soap, shampoo, everything's provided, and they're trying to show that with these items on the counter. Towels are provided, soap are provided, shampoo is provided, so the shower curtain's open. If you have a cluttered, out of date bathtub area there, we're going to close that shower curtain. If this is a shower curtain, that does not need a picture, maybe it's a Disney Mickey Mouse staring at you right here, then you just shoot this countertop right here. Sometimes there's no reason to shoot the whole bathroom. What you're going after is the light fixture, countertop, and then this counter. That's what you're really trying to show. If you have something to show in this other space, then you want to show it. Sometimes you want to hide it. All right, lights on or off. Either way is fine, but here's the logic behind it. If it's a dark space, turn the lights on. This space was dark. It only had windows on one side of the apartment. And then it was an alleyway there, so it's dark. So we had to turn the lights on. The good thing about this is a new build, so it's all the same color lights. There's no mixed lighting. Sometimes when you have yellow lights and white lights and missing light bulbs and things just aren't updated in the lighting package, you want to shoot with the lights off if there's enough light in the room. If you have to turn the lights on, we can correct some of that in our editing process, but one of the problems it's doing with the lights when they're mixed colors, it's turning, you turn on a yellow light, then it's turning everything yellow. You turn on a white light and you've got mixed colors. Some of that can be corrected, but You just need to make a judgment call. Dark rooms, turn the lights on. Light, bright rooms where they're well lit with natural light, shoot the middle of the day and shoot with the lights off. Here's an example. Bright room, lights are off. Notice we've also can do this for you. We will take the TV and paint a picture in there for you, so it's not just a glare. Sometimes that has an awkward glare on it. Sometimes you can even see the photographer in there, but we'll put an appropriate photograph on top of the TV for you. That's part of our editing process. But there's no lights in this room. It's got a window light here, and window light behind the photographer. Photo file size on your camera. Go to your settings, set it to the largest file possible. If you have a RAW setting, shoot in RAW and shoot in HDR setting. If you need more help on that, contact us and we will help you with that. Taking your photos. You want to be level, and you want to be straight from right to left, straight from top to bottom. If you can, use a tripod. Don't have to, but it does help. Your angles, there's generally two angles. There's the corner angle where you're shooting across the room and you're showing 3 walls, and there's a straight shot angle. Those are your two angles. We'll go into detail more on that in just a second. This is called the rule of thirds. You want to break up your rule here. Yes, I know the door's open, it wouldn't close, but that's real estate photography. It wouldn't latch, so sometimes that happens. But what this photo is illustrating, if you go too wide, it's confusing, and the viewer can't see the photo. Your mind's always trying to organize things. So you want to break the photo up and take the photo of the main story and then move on. It's not always best to try to show, an overly wide photo. Things can be unlevel, things can be distorted, and things can be confusing. So zone in and level up on what the photo is about. This is a connecting photo. It's getting ready to connect you and take you into this dining room and then take you into these other rooms. So it's leaving what you call a breadcrumb. There's a breadcrumb right here. It's a hint. There's something here, and there's a hint. There's a room here. So this is a transition photo. It's also showing this refrigerator or storage area. All right, bad photos. We want to eliminate those. We want to eliminate the agent being in the photos. This is a cleanup issue. But if you get into a situation where there is a lot of clutter in the home and it can't be cleaned up, you can do a digital cleanup. It does cost extra, but keep that in mind. All this can be cleaned up virtually, digitally edited. It takes some time, takes some money, but it can be done. But we could also, edit out the real estate agent here too. We could change the color. So you want to countertops or center. I was thinking about the different walls that you want to see. You want to be height is what I'm thinking about here. I was reading what I had put in my notes here. Sorry, and I was thinking about, okay, what's the best, easiest way to explain this? Center shots and let me go to this illustration here. This will do it for us. This is unlevel. This is level. This is level enough that we can fix that in post. But if you're you'll see this a lot. The real estate agent will take the camera or the cell phone and hold it almost up to the ceiling and shoot down into the floor. That shot cannot be leveled up. If you're just a little bit off center, a little bit off leveling up, that can be corrected. And this is an example of that. So ideally, if you're shooting a center shot, and this is a center shot, it's right down the middle, it's shooting across this room. So you want to level up, find something in the room, level up your camera, and take the shot. But again, if you're a little bit off, it can be corrected. If you're way off, it can't be corrected. Because what we're doing is we're leveling and cropping and then colorizing that photo for you. All right, order of attack. Usually you want to start in the front of the home. You're going to find your first key shot. If the garage is over here, that's usually not your first key shot. It's going to be either down the front or across, showing the house here. And then your garage, your walk-up shot would be like your third shot. But every home has the click shot, the hero shot, the first shot. So you want to find that, take that shot. In this home, I think it would be one here, looking across, front shot, and then across the garage, and then you probably have a walk-up shot coming up to the front door, and then you're doing a shot in the front door, maybe a look back shot, so you're finishing the story. You're looking in the home, you're looking back. Then you're looking in the living room. You're going to take a shot across the living room, and then you're going to start working your way around the living room. Generally speaking, you're going to stand either in the center of the room or 2 feet off center. So your two angles are center of the room and take a dead center shot, or 2 feet off center and take an angle shot. So I'm just going to go through order of attack, and then we'll get into angles more. So we do the living room, circle around that, and in this example I would circle left to my right and then come back, and then I would show the kitchen. Then I would work the kitchen, around the kitchen, the breakfast area here, primary bedroom, bathroom. And then I would go through and knock out the guest rooms. Closets, usually don't shoot closets unless they're staged and ready, or they're oversized. Same with storage areas and pantries. If they're full, no reason to shoot them. Then we're going to, before going to the backyard, we're going to hit this hallway bathroom here, and then we're going to hit the backyard. I usually do a circle around the backyard, starting over here across the backyard, then one looking at the house, one looking straight at the house, one looking back at the house, and then one off the patio porch area, and you're done. All right, angles. Let's talk about angles. 2 angles, generally speaking. Avoid corner to corner. Shoot as if you're sitting in the room, so you're shooting about waist height, and you're either shooting dead center, so your back is against the wall, dead center, shooting across the room, and your wall length is equal on both sides of the frame. The other angle is coming to the center right here, 2 to 3 feet off center, and then you're going to have one wall that's just a little bit longer and one wall that's a little bit shorter. So you have an anchor wall and a story wall. And your story wall is what you're taking a picture of, what you want the viewer to see. Your anchor wall is just where you're leveling up, and that's usually the shorter wall. So again, 2 positions for every shot, and you just pick one. So it's either dead center and across the room, or 2 feet off center to the right or left, and then shoot into your story. So in this room, you just one dead center because you're coming in the entranceway. I would do one off center here, looking back at the fireplace, and then one off center right here, looking across the room to show how this room is finishing off and looking back at this open doorway connection here. So it's a combination of dead center and a combination of off center shots. All shots should be level right to left, top to bottom, shooting at waist height. In your kitchens, you want to shoot just over the top of the countertops. So you're shooting right around waist height or doorknob height in most shots. In the kitchen, you're shooting right above the counter. Working a upstairs primary bedroom here, you're going to just step in the doorway here. You're going to shoot across. You're going to that would be shot 1. It's an angle shot. It's not corner to corner. It's almost corner to corner, and you're stepping right into the bathroom area. The bathroom at your back, shooting across the room, and I'm going to come over and stand right next to the bed and shoot one looking back. Now I'm showing the viewer there is a bathroom here, so that would be your 3 shots. If it was a large bedroom, you could do a 4th shot here. Actually, be shot 3, and then my 4th shot would be here, and I'm leaving a breadcrumb. So you've got a choice, 4 shots or 3 shots. One from the doorway, one from the bathroom doorway, and then one from this wall just off center, showing the door and a little bit of the window. And then you've got one beside the bed showing the viewer we're headed this way now. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, or you could do 1, 2, 3, and then you've walked the viewer through a logical approach of going around that room, and then you're working the bathroom area. You're doing one across the countertop here. You might do a look back shot, looking back across because you're coming back out of the room. And this helps when you're doing slideshows. When you put the slideshows together, it tells a story too. Closet is a judgment call. Is it ready? Is it open? Is it oversized? And then repeat and rinse for your bedrooms. Your bedrooms are basically a square. So you're going to shoot from, let's say this is a bedroom. You're going to shoot from the doorway, and then you might do a look back shot looking back at the closets. All right. If you need any help with cell phone photography, you let us know and we will help you. We can train you and we can edit your photos. This is Kenneth Burton with Real Estate Photographer Pro. Please check out our website. It has more information and examples on this topic. It's realestatephotographerpro.com.